Station. This is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
Houston, station's ready for the event.
It's a really interesting place to work up here. We are busy. There are experiments. The view out the window is unbelievable, but it's not the same as being on Earth. And I think for me, I don't know what the other crew members think as being on Earth. In the acting profession. I have tried to always know my lines in the acting profession.
Grade 6. I just want to know who or what inspired you to be an astronaut.
That's a good question. How can you become an astronaut? Really, how can you become anything? You know, how are you going to grow up to be an airline pilot like my dad? Or whoever, you know, how are you going to grow up to be anything? Part of it, number one, is decide what you might want to be. Think about it. What might I want to be? Because it should be something that's really exciting to you, something that you really want to do. And then start turning yourself into that person. You can start to turn yourself into an astronaut today. And it doesn't happen just like that. You can ask Jeremy Hansen. It takes a lot of years. But every single decision you make turns you a little bit into the person you're going to be tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that. And so if you want to be an astronaut, you need to keep your body in shape. So you need to think about, you know, not letting yourself get fat. Think about what you eat and exercise. You need to learn things. So you have to choose what courses to take and how you're going to study and what you're going to watch on TV. And you need to learn how to work. And so you might think about working around the house, or maybe doing a summer job, or delivering newspapers or something. And then later on, how, you know, are you going to go to school? What job are you going to get? And day by day, it doesn't just choose to be an astronaut. You have to turn yourself into who you want to be. And so what I'd recommend is just start thinking about it, and then realize that the decisions you make every day turn you into who you're going to be tomorrow. And I don't know if I'm the most successful Canadian astronaut. I'm the one who's in space for right now. But the things that I'm doing now, they're because I started working at it when I was your age. Before I was even 10 years old, I decided studying and thinking about it and making my body ready for it. And I've been studying my whole life and training and really thinking about what I want to do with my life and then working towards it. And now, as a result, now I'm old. I'm 53, but now here I am having a chance to live and work and play guitar on board a spaceship and actually command a spaceship. So I think if there's anything that would make me a successful astronaut, it's because of pursuing my dreams and years of hard work. I only got here because, number one, I decided to. That's what I decided to do with my life. And then number two, I worked at it for my whole life. To think about that. What are you going to do with your life? You're going to grow up to be something.
Okay, Chris, that's going to be our last question. I think your break is over. It's time for you to get back to work. I know you got a lot to do today. It's time for you to get back to work. I know you got a lot to do today. It's time for you to get back to work. I know you got a lot to do today. I know you got a lot to do today. A lot to do today.
It's time for you to get back to work. I know you got a lot to do today. It's time for you to get back to work. I know you got a lot to do today. I know you got a lot to do today.
You've poised that perfectly as an actor.
You know why I wanna get back soon. In the acting profession. I have tried to always know my lines in the acting profession. I spent almost my entire adult life making sure that I knew my lines.